I want to ask you this question. This year has begun. Have you started saving anything? This year has begun. Have you started setting aside for projects? Have you started setting aside money that you would use to in a time of dryness? Because yes, there are seasons where things don't flow at the same point. When God sees that you are able to save, when God sees that you are able to reserve some for later, He blesses you more because as far as He's concerned, you are accountable. As far as He's concerned, you are able to use that. You are a good steward with money. And God is looking for good stewards with money, people who will be good stewards with the money, the blessings that He gives to us. Good morning. Welcome to Bible Before Phone with Favour Iniama. Today we're studying the book of Genesis chapter 41 to Genesis 44. And our theme for this morning is Don't Eat It All. Praise the Lord. I'm going to be reading Genesis 41, and it says in verse 34, "Let Pharaoh do this, and let him appoint officers over the land, and take up the 5th part of the land of Egypt in the 7 plenteous years, and let them gather all the food of those good years that come. Lay up corn under the hand of Pharaoh, and let them keep the food in the cities. And that food shall be for store to the land against the 7 years of famine, which shall be in the land of Egypt, that the land perish not through the famine." Praise the Lord. This story is familiar when Pharaoh had a dream, 2 different dreams that meant the same thing because God wanted to emphasize what He was going to do in the land of Egypt. And Joseph gave the interpretation of the dream and said, "We're going to be 7 years of plenty and then 7 years of dryness, and indeed terrible famine." Now, Joseph gave the solution. And the solution, he said, let there be a 5th part of the land of Egypt kept aside during the 7 years of plenty. This is very important, and I think this is wisdom that God gave to Joseph. And for me, I feel this is not just something that God gave to Joseph for this period when he was going to cause there to come a famine. Yeah, but it is wisdom that will last always. Child of God, are you still team whatever money comes in, you finish it up? Money gets into your hand, you earn salary or you get money, you are blessed, your business is doing well, and money comes into your life. And then by the next couple of months, you are also looking for money again. It shouldn't be. God's desire for you and I is that we should be able to set something apart. We should be able to give. God is a giver. God is one who prioritizes savings. For this thing that He told Joseph to do, if you can imagine, they lived off this for the 7 years after, and also people came in and they were able to sell these things. Simple and short. My message for you today is this: child of God, money comes into your hand, don't take everything. Don't eat everything or don't spend everything. Yes, there are projects. Yes, there are things to be done. But it doesn't tell good of us when the next minute money comes into your hand and then you spend all because yes, there are projects, and the next minute, next month, you are now looking for money everywhere. You don't have a dime anywhere. I want to ask you this question. This year has begun. Have you started saving anything? This year has begun. Have you started setting aside for projects? Have you started setting aside money that you would use to in a time of dryness? Because yes, there are seasons where things don't flow at the same point. When God sees that you are able to save, when God sees that you are able to reserve some for later, He blesses you more, because as far as He's concerned, you are accountable. As far as He's concerned, you are able to use that. You are a good steward with money. And God is looking for good stewards with money, people who will be good stewards with the money, the blessings that He gives to us. So this particular instruction that Joseph gave to Pharaoh, I don't think it ends here. There are many people I know today, many great men of God, many people who are doing projects with ease because they practice this thing. They always save money that came in. They always save money that came in for a time. They save money. Okay, this one I'm saving is for my building. This one I'm saving is for me to be able to build. And they do it every single time, so that even when they now take the money they've saved to execute the building, as money keeps coming, they are still saving. So it's a ripple effect. I'm just going to encourage us today to start setting aside something, to start saving something. Look at it. If you could save 1,000 naira, for instance, you're in Nigeria, you save 1,000 naira every day, right from the first day of January 2025. By the end of the year, you would have 395,000 naira, which will go a long way to do a lot for you. And that January time, when it's like there are bills to pay here and there. So according to your capacity, save. It did not say they should save from what they didn't have. They were saving from what came in. Let's make it a habit to do this, and you will thank me later. Make it a habit to do this. I want to admonish you to start today, to save something. Don't eat everything. Any money that enters your hand, don't eat everything. Put it out. Keep it aside and save it. I want to believe that this has been a blessing to somebody. It's quite short today, but I know it would have blessed somebody. Lord bless you. I'll see you again tomorrow, same time, Bible before full, Favour Iniama. Do have an amazing day, and God bless you.